a lot of what we do is from a seated position. So it's important that we talk about good posture while being seated. If you're like us, you play the violin while you're sitting down, and you do it for lots of hours. So let's talk about this. First, I want you to think about the angle at which you're seated. So from your hip to your knee, hopefully, is a straight line. Otherwise, you can have it at a slight angle down so that your knee is not above your hip. So from your hip to your knee is a straight line, and from your knee down to your ankle should also be a straight line so that you have a 90-degree angle here with your legs. Then we're going to use a yoga block in between our legs just to give us a nice distance and to also provide resistance, which we'll talk about. So if you look down at your feet, you want your feet to be firmly planted onto the ground. If you're like me, sometimes your feet are floating, so you want to get a shorter chair to allow you to feel the ground with your feet. And then you're gonna power through your feet so that you actually feel like you're rooted down and growing up from the chair. With your block, I want you to squeeze it between your legs, and with that engagement, it's gonna turn on your core, which is very important. If you're not engaging your core, which is an entire 360 cylinder, you're gonna be dumping into your lower back, and over time, that's gonna be really painful. So, don't be sad. Be glad that we can use our core and grow taller so that you've got a nice long spine that's coming out of the sit bone in the seat. Now, your spine goes through your neck, up into your skull, and so you want to feel nice and tall coming out of the crown of your head, like Alina, right there. Nice. With this very nice posture, go ahead and bring your instrument up. And before we start making any sound, see if you can simply enjoy the feeling of having power rooting down through your feet and growing up through your core. Awesome. And then, with this nice alignment, let's go ahead and start making sound. Okay, so we're not an advocate for being a robot. I'm gonna take the block away from Elena, and if you're playing an instrument like a cello that requires your legs to be opened a lot further, open your legs as far as you need to hold your instrument, but think about what neutral is and see if you can start to allow your body to recognize neutral and feel stronger doing whatever it is you do.